All right. Welcome, everybody. Are you ready to take a trip? Are you ready to take a trip to somewhere nice and cool? And yeah. So good to see everybody. Just getting warmed up, having some fun. Good to see Sam and Home and Citizen World. Bill, good to see you. Charles and Donald and Roaring Movies. Man, got a good crowd today. And for those of you that it's your first time, this is Simeon Ambergy from PraiseTracks.com, home of the joyful sound. And it has been very hot today. In fact, the past few weeks, just hot, humid. And so I'm thinking that NEO is going to be something very nice to kind of take us into some really interesting territories today. I'm just kind of noodling around. I've got original svelte kind of layered with one of the textures, and that's kind of cool. It kind of sounds cool. Peaches, good to see you. And Halvard, welcome everybody. So I thought I would do this today because, okay, so what are we doing? You know what? It never ceases to amaze me. T. Sonus, good to see you. Nima, man, we've got a good crowd here today, man. So let's see. Yeah. So you just never know what's going to happen. Let me see something. Let me make sure. Yeah, we've got things working. You know, hard drives and things go to sleep, and Windows 11. I am kind of like on the bleeding edge. I love kind of staying on that little extra edge, and so I've been running Windows 11 the past few weeks and really kind of enjoyed it. So I'm just kind of playing cinematic, not cinematic felt, original felt, just to kind of warm up. And so I thought I would take an adventure, I guess a flyover of Albion NEO, especially since we're getting to the end of August. And if you're watching the replay, there is has been a special on Albion NEO until the end of August. So the 31st, you can get 40% off of Albion NEO. And so that's why I thought I would really go live before that was over, so we can kind of get a good look at that, and so you guys can kind of get a listen too. And Nima, yes, I do have Bioscape, and I love it, and I'm gonna do something with that hopefully pretty soon. So, all right, wow, okay. So I'm just gonna kick back here, and I just want to thank you guys for joining me today, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And with all the Albions, it is absolutely packed full of different things. Well, Windows 11 is not out yet. I'm on the inside. I'm an insider, so I had to get the TPM module to get that to work. But it's doing pretty good. It's doing pretty good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, yeah, so right now you can get Albion NEO for 40% off until the end of the month. And, you know, with all the Albions, they like take you into different sound worlds. That's what I like to call them. And with Albion 1, it's the big cinematic type, big orchestra. And with Albion Solstice, it's kind of folky and really has a really interesting edge to it. But with NEO, they are going kind of in an opposite direction, where they're going for more smaller sections and a little more intimate to me. That to me is just like, and when I'm seeing those mountains, and it's like grand and majestic in simplicity. And so I'm just kind of looking over the website here. You've got a 36-piece orchestra. Man, they've got a ton of stuff going on. What I do like is that they have two sections, two string sections, a 12 and an 11, two separate ones, A and B, and you can blend those together. We're going to do that. And the brass section and woodwinds, plus a bunch of other crazy stuff. So it's going to be really, really good. So let's just jump in. I'm going to kind of go through some of the textures and things, and maybe hit the orchestra near the end. So let's see. So I'm going to pull up some of the textures, and it comes in their DNA, eDNA engine, and it's really kind of interesting because because eDNA spells Edna, and every time I pull up one of their eDNA engines, it reminds me of my wife's mother, Edna. So that's kind of cool. I'm not sure if they necessarily meant that, but I thought that was interesting. So this is, let's see what this is. This is the floating waves pad, and let's see where this is coming from. Okay, yeah, so this is coming from actually the Stephenson Steam Band. I'm going to go ahead and go to the SEGLA textures first. And the textures here are derived from all the orchestral recordings from NEO. And you've got two categories. You've got electronic, and let's just pull up a couple of those. And cassette tape strings. And there's no way that we can go over all of these. That's why I'm calling this like a flyover, because, yeah, there's just no way that we can go through all of these. So here we go. This is the cassette tape strings. So in A, you have the Flautando, and in B, you have the Tasto from the strings kind of blended together. Now, let me make sure I'm in the right. Okay, I still got the piano in here, so let's, yeah, I mean, just listen to that. Yeah, NEO is quite different from, oh yes. You know, Charles, I was going to do that at the very beginning, and I tell you what, let's do that. Let's just do that, because, you know, I believe that we need to just kind of pull together. You know, there's so much stuff happening in this world, and I think when we're into all this, we're in this together. We're all on this globe, and I guess I'm getting into this a little bit early, but we just need to remember those that are in the path of Hurricane Ida, and those that are affected by that, and not only Ida, but so many things happening around the world. It's just like, yeah, there's so much going on, and you know what? It affects us. It affects me here where I am, and it affects you where you are, because we're a part of this family. And so, you know, we pray for the safety and recovery and comfort for those that are going through, you know, not only Ida, but the different tragedies and just the challenges that are facing our world today. We just offer our prayers and support to those. Yeah, I know some people down there, and I've been to Louisiana, especially driving over that long bridge over Lake Pontchartrain and in New Orleans, and just got a lot of wonderful people there, and they've been hit a lot. So yeah, man. So yeah, so we just agree that for everyone to be safe, and whatever you're dealing with, that you're safe and comforted today. So let's jump back in the plane and fly over Albion NEO. It's great. It's great to be a part of this family. That's what I'm always just so grateful for. Grateful to be a part of this family. Yeah, hey Urs, we're well. We're well here. Okay, I've got the MIDI automation going. So let's go back to the cassette tape strings. And see, I got that piano there again. But you know, that's what's cool. You can layer that. And this is just the, you know. So that's the thing. It is just the possibility. So let me unlink that piano, and actually let's mute the piano because I could be here on that all day. But let's just see now. There's a difference in the SEGLA textures and the steam band, and I want to just clarify that because that's something that kind of confuses me sometimes because they are two different. Yeah, the SEGLA textures, okay, the SEGLA textures are made from the orchestral recordings, and they've went through and processed those. Okay, so that's the thing. So, yeah, so those are the orchestral textures. Now the steam band is where they go into Christian's monster room of synthesizers, and that's where they process it through his modular stuff. So that's the difference. So the steam band is more processed electronic, and then the SEGLA textures are more organic, derived from the studio recordings. So let's jump back in there. Let's jump back in. Okay. And you know how it is. Sometimes it takes me a little while to get in the groove, but yeah, we've got some time. And see, this is still the cassette tape strings. But you can hear like the air and the frost, if you will, the iciness of it. That's what they're kind of going for with that aesthetic. And so let's pull up some more. So this is let's see, felt strings, and I'm just kind of randomly going through and pulling out some of these patches. Yeah, so you can hear that ice. It's just got a nice icy texture to it, and that's kind of captures and you got the gates. Now let's turn on the gate sequencer. And that gate sequencer kind of lets it pulse. Thanks, Charles, I appreciate that. It's always good to be nice. You know, we've got a lot of stuff going on as it is, so it's nice is nice. Okay, yeah, but you hear that that really weird, not weird, but different, that ice in there. So gated strings, and you see the list. You see the list here. I mean, it's just amazing. And I always suggest you just got to go through and explore. Yeah. Now this is using that gate sequencer. You just got to go explore. Use that quick load and create some of your favorites, so you can always get back to them. And let's see, I've got the tempo at 100. I'm going to change that a little bit to see if it's tempo synced. Yeah, so the gate sequencer is always going to be tempo synced to your DAW. Let's go back up to the 100. Yeah. It's the sound of the Arctic. And then right here, the modulation wheel messes around with the filters. And you can automate all this stuff. All those controls you can automate and get it exactly where you want it to do. Lost in the Blind. Okay, well, this looks interesting. Intimate Requiem. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's really nice. So they got the woods in B. Wow. And the Tasto strings. And you've got the unquestionable signature sound of Air Studios with that that rich and wet ambient sound, and to be able to have these different processing, and you can mess around with this. The modulation is. Yeah, JD, what this is, this was released last year. It's just on special for August, and I was just able to get a copy of it to share with you guys today. I'll just never forget all of the pre-stuff that happened with the release of this. You know, Spitfire knows how to release a library, so it was like you were going on this trip with them. So, okay, let's just check out a couple of more of these from this. So let's go to Space Glitter. Dun, dun, dun. And with every Albion, it is just almost like a self-contained. It is so packed full of so many things, so many resources. So this is some Space Glitter, and it's using the gate sequencer. And that filter is controlled again by the mod. It's just having those resources from those orchestral samples, and you just mangle them up and just go crazy with them in this engine. Okay, Wood Waltz. You know, that'll be kind of interesting. Just remember what you like, and that's kind of wild. Okay, that low pass, that lets you control that really wild. So you can kind of play. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's so many little things going on in there. Wow, interesting. Interesting stuff. Yeah, that's really crazy. And then to have the low pass filter to be able to control those bends, really. And then the woods, you hear those woods in there. Okay, let's go. Man, really cool. Okay, so let's, okay, Tundra tones. Now, I've not heard Tundra, and I've heard that it's a really wonderful library. I think this takes I think Tundra might have had a larger string section, so this is like just, you know, smaller in scale. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's really crazy. So Aurea, I hope I pronounced that right. I have a link in the description that it's Meticulous. Meticulous Pro is from Gospel Musicians, and it allows me to have the chord display and the keys, and there's so much more you can do with that. And I'm going to do a video soon on some ways that you can use that. But yeah, check out all the links in the description for ways that you can support the channel. And I always try to put in some little extra things in there, like Meticulous and different things to make it fun and easy for you to just have all those resources. So thanks so much. Okay, so SEGLA Textures Organic. Okay, Farewell. And we'll just go through just a few of these. Hail and Farewell. Okay, so this is Farewell. And now this is the organic textures in the SEGLA. Yeah, so they're not as processed. They're more... These are just the textures. And I can, Charles, I can hear what you're saying, like just the real nice, grand, not bombastic cinematic, but really soft and, but majestic. That's what I'm feeling, and with Neo, that it's soft but majestic as well. Yeah, I mean, here's just one texture, and you can just hear how you can just spend. Yeah, you can just spend a lot of time on just that. Just that. Wow, interesting. Okay, let's keep going. Interesting. Okay, so Humble Requiem. The cool thing is that these are textures, and we haven't even gotten to the orchestral yet. So this is strings, Flautando, and woods. Dun, dun, dun. I've got like six instances of KONTAKT kind of loaded, and so anything can happen. Yeah, it's just, well, not just in a diminishing way. It is beautiful. It can stand on its own. It's lovely. It's lovely. Okay, let's get some kind of crazy. This is called Knocker Dog, and we're just like at the very beginning here. And thank you so much for joining me today. Yeah, so the woods are pulsing, and the strings are doing some really cool things. And that modulation. Yeah, incredible, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so now let's go to some of the loops. Let's just kind of change it up a little bit. So they give you a set of loops that they're kind of performances from different. They kind of have full bands that they were able to kind of. Record some really interesting performances, and let's go to that folder here. So this is Brunel loops, and you've got several here. So let's just load in After the Storm, and let's take a listen to that. And you can see how the key switches are. They've got different ranges. Yeah, Spitfire, I think, is the Apple of sample library marketing. It's interesting. Hello, Elad. Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. So each key has a different, and you can use these for like beds, like to lay down like a nice, quick music bed. And each key just has a different. Of the stems. Yeah. So each key represents the stem. I guess like when you're hitting like the first key in the set, it plays the full mix. I wish I had Bob Ross's hair, or at least a little more of it. Yeah, so all of the Albion series. So the Albion series comes in the free KONTAKT player. So you don't have the full version of KONTAKT. You don't have to worry about it with their Albion libraries. And in fact, KONTAKT is having a sale, 50% off sale on the full version of KONTAKT. So if you have any KONTAKT player libraries, or even some of the free KONTAKT libraries, man, it's a great time to get the full version of KONTAKT. Some people say, well, why do I need the full version of KONTAKT? Well, there are just so many libraries that people have developed, developers, not only developers, but other musicians. Piano Book, for instance, is such a huge resource for KONTAKT libraries. So it's just wonderful. So having a full version of KONTAKT, if you're getting into music production, really is a must. I would say. A lot of the newer developers, they're actually getting away from using the KONTAKT player because of some of the licensing that they have to pay, and a lot of times when they have to pay a higher cost in development, that creates a higher cost for the library. So, but right now is a good time. So in the summer they have a sale usually, but this was something that just kind of popped up. I think until September 21st of this year, they're going to run that promotion. So jump on that. Jacob, good to see you. But the other Spitfire libraries, like the originals, Abbey Road 1, they come in the Spitfire player. So let's jump back into the loops. Let's get back in the loop. Yeah, KONTAKT is a must-have. You got kicks. Yeah, you got different things. Let's load up another one while we're here. First Light. Yeah, and these are like really cool starters. I think they call these get out of jail free sounds. Because they instantly kind of give you some starting points. And then you can just Let's see. Yeah. Just some crazy textures. Yeah, KN, I agree. Sometimes the interface gets a little hard to get used to, but once you do, you do. And the Spitfire interface, of course, that's like their player, Charles. I agree. It takes some getting used to. So this is called hanging back. Okay, like these. Okay, so this is like. Okay, so these give you the full menu of everything, and then the little dots here give you the individual articulations. So these give you all of the articulations mapped out in the different sections. So this dot here just gives you the main loops tempo synced. And then, yeah. And then this one is the percussion elements tempo synced. And this is hanging back and guitars. So yeah, so these are the individual layers. The menu is everything combined, and each of these dots give you a breakout of all the different individual elements in that package. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so basically you have percussion, guitar, synth, and low synth in all those, in all of these. So that's interesting. Proposed. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so this has got a lot more going on. Oh man, Citizen, we're just getting started. So basically you can just lay a bed down and just have it. I like that. I like that. So that's the BRUNEL loops. So let's go. So we've looked at the textures, and yeah, that's really cool. And they've got so many other different loop sets. Well, let's just listen to one more, Edge of the Cliff. Yeah. So once you get in here, it's just so hard to just not show more. Here we go. So you've got low synth pulses, guitars, and percussion. So this is just like a toolkit. And then they're all recorded in the style of Neo. Yeah, that's kind of neat. That kind of plays them all together. Direction. We can reverse. We can reverse the, that's cool. So we can go forward and reverse with those. Yeah, see, we can reverse those loops. And of course you can assign those to a MIDI controller. That adds another dimension to it for sure. Okay, good. So that's BRUNEL Loops, the sequel. Okay, so yeah, you know what? Let's take a look. Citizen World reminded me of the Harmonium, and this is it's a beautiful harmonium that they recorded in the in Air. So let's take a listen. Edge of the Cliff. Okay. So the harmonium is not velocity sensitive. And I think the loops are not as well. I think they're just as far as the amplitude. So they recorded this harmonium in air. And you have the microphone positions. When you just click on the simple one, you can pull it out and it'll go far away. And I think you've got 2 stops. And we can go close. Yeah, so this is just like a macro control that you can, that gives you a quick access. And then you have the detailed mixes here. You've got close one, close ribbon, tree mics, the ambient mics, and outriggers. So Spitfire loves mic positions, and they give you a ton here. So the harmonium is a very neat, very nice instrument. Just to give you a nice texture. That close, I kind of like it out a little bit in the room. And then the release. Yeah, so that's the so it's not necessarily reverb that we're adjusting the sound of the room. Yeah, really nice to have that. And then the expression. Very nice. Okay, so let's get into the orchestra. And this is it's kind of like the highlight of this library that we have all of the different things working here. So let's go up to the folder, Albion NEO Orchestra here. And yeah, thank you guys. Okay, so you got strings A, strings B, woodwinds, brass, and advanced. You have the individual articulations, just kind of like separated. So the main sounds are, in this big menu here, but then they break them out. They break them out here. And other patches. So you've got economic, light resources, time stretched. And so they give you a lot of interesting options just in case you don't have maybe your CPU or your resources are being challenged. So these are some really nice choices to be able to help you manage system management. So really cool. Well, plain Main, man, be safe. Be safe. Yeah, yeah. See, keep the power on. Keep the power on. So, okay, so let's go to strings A. What I really like is that they gave us two completely different string sections. They didn't just record the same string section twice. We've got two different setups for the strings. And so let's just take a listen. Here we go. And I'm going to go ahead and I've got, you can't see it up here, but I've got my nano key that I love using for key switches. Here, I'll just let you have a peek. I'll say, so here how we, okay, so here we go. So you can see the key switches. Let me see, let me bounce it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you've got to really go down several octaves to get down in that range. But see, it's always good, man, if you can get you a small, controller like this, it really helps to extend your keyboard, and it gives you the access to these key switches, which that's what I love about this. It's nice and small. I've got some magnets Gorilla Glued on the back to just kind of help hold it on to the edge of the keyboard. So here we go. Yes, that is exactly right, KN. They are gentle by themselves and stronger when you pair them together, and we're going to do that down the road. Okay, so I've just got the first articulation, which are the longs, and let's take a listen. So right away you hear that. Yeah, and I got the magnets. So I've got a roll. I've got a roll of magnet. It's like you can get it in a roll, and you can just cut it out. I've got it at Hobby Lobby or craft, whatever craft store you like. And so that just is a great solution. Great solution. So you can hear how nice and delicate that is. The smaller section really helps expose a lot more the character of the strings. You can just hear the delicate Now I'm going to take the dynamics down a little bit and just play through some of the dynamic layers. So this is playing very softly. Hey, hey. Maybe we can go through those dynamic layers. We can start soft here, and then go through that So that's the longs on A. Yeah. It's great. Man, thanks, guys. Man, good to see everybody's having a good time. And that's what it's all about. It's about sharing experiences together and learning. There's a really interesting proverb that I like. It's just iron sharpens iron. And that's what happens when we get together. We share ideas, we get inspiration from each other. That's why I love this platform. That's why I love the opportunity to be on this platform, is to, if there's anything that I have that I can share, that I can support you guys and to help, that's I get a lot of joy, out of doing that. So, okay, so let's go to the Sordino, and I've got a soft spot for Sordinos for sure. Wow. Now I'm going to the Sordino. Just the glassiness of it, the beauty of it, and we've not even gotten into the Flautando yet. Yeah, it makes me You see what one note can inspire. And see, now we can take that vibrato down. I'm going to assign that to a controller. I'm going to assign that to my controller 3. I'm going to remove that, and yeah, so I'm just going to learn this so we can kind of hear. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you never know. You never know. You never know what's going to happen. And I love Sordino. So, okay, so next is Legato. And let me assign that vibrato again. Okay, so what I'm going to do, So I was testing a drawbar organ library earlier, and I used Bone MIDI translator. Let's see if I can show you. I wonder if I can show you that. Let's see if I can show you that. Yeah. Okay. So Bone MIDI translator is a powerful tool that allows me to do all kinds of things. So I can group all my keyboards together. I can take MIDI commands and make them different things. So I've got like a volume to expression. So I can take CC7 and make it expression, or I can take expression and turn it into volume. So what I did, I created a translator that took the drawbar position and reversed them. And so that's what was happening. I was going up and the value was going down. So I just had to turn that off. So Bone MIDI translator is another must-have, like a Swiss Army knife of just being able to do so much with that. It's great. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. So here we go. This is the legato, and I'm going to go ahead and learn. Yeah. Now see, now it's working the way I'm supposed to. It was like it was flipped. And so now I turn that off, so it's great. Yeah, it's yeah. You're gonna save 40% up until August 31st on Albion NEO. So it's a good time if you enjoyed the sounds that we're listening to. So now I can take. So right now I've got my CC1 on slider 1, and now the vibrato is on 3. And the vibrato is not very strong, so with it off, it's not really deep vibrato, but it's just nice and subtle. Sorry. And I think it has it set up where we can do different things with the yeah. So they've got polyphonic legato, so you can play like 4 notes, you know, kind of doing those. Yeah, that's really nice. And again, you've got the tree mic here. We can adjust those, and you've got the macro control where we can go close. Let's go in all the way here. Very nice, very nice. And that's the close and the far. Let's just go far here. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. And, you know, the BBCSO, I've got that. That was one of my first big, I think, no, Albion 1. I started with Albion 1. And someone really blessed me. And when BBCSO came out, and that was really an experience. I think they ran into really a time crunch with, you know, with Medivale closing down and different things. I think they just kind of ran into a lot of unfortunate things. I think they captured something very, very beautiful and interesting. But it's a shame that they that they ran into those. Okay, so this is you've got two different. You've got the high legato, and now this is the low legato. So they split these up. Which is kind of interesting. So now this is the low. Yeah, you run out of keys if you're not careful. Yeah, very nice. And I actually have the Spitfire SSD, the USB-C USB. the USB-C, USB, SSD drive, and it's surprising. I mean, it really seems like it really is a good drive. I think it's a Samsung drive, so that's what I received the BBCSO on, and I've just been loading more libraries on that. So that was the low strings. Now this is the Flautando. Now that was the Flautando was something that they just started, I think, putting in. There's a lot of videos and things, and it's different than a Sordino. Yeah. Let's take that vibrato down. Flautando is a little more icier even and glassier than the Sordino to me. Now let's see. Turn that dynamic down just a little bit. Yeah, I love that. I love how they've captured that. Man. We got the fans going, so I'm trying to make sure. It's hot in here, but it's nice to look at those mountains. Yeah, just a little bit. Rolf, good to see you. Okay, so we're going to look at the B section here too. So now we've got, and now look at this. We've got 3, 6, 9. We've got 18 different articulations here. And so this is the long harmonics. So that gets even more icy. This is just strings A, absolutely. Just strings A. Yeah, man. The harmonics just really give it an interesting texture. Now these are the bends. That's a cool effect, and you can't synthesize that as convincingly as just having them play it. Yeah, this is just like one of those. Yeah, it's almost like holding the portamento down on a synth. This is just like. Yeah, that's kind of like a real suspenseful type of thing. Yeah, that is cool. Okay. Let's see. Okay, now this is the Col Legno. Col Legno. Just some really interesting. And then we've got long pulses. It's just different ways of playing. Super Tasto. Just all the different things they can do. And they've got the Sordino. Okay, so this is like detuned. They're playing like kind of, and they just kind of get a little out there. Let's hold this down. And just like right near the end, they just kind of go off just a little bit. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, so this is the octave. Oh, down here. So you've got cellos and basses at 8 VA. And the dynamics are key too. No vibrato. That's very rich. Very rich. Okay, and tremolo. And pizzicato, short pizzicato. And dynamics are controlled with velocity. Wow. Okay. Oh, cool. Charles, that's really interesting. Listen to that, man. Just really so much emotion in there. Yeah, yeah, amazing, amazing, beautiful. Oh, wow. Okay, so now this is Spiccato brushed. Ooh, listen. That's really interesting. They're just brushing that Sordino too. You had me at Sordino. You had me at Flautando, really. Okay, cool. Okay, so while we're doing this, let's okay, so boom, ba-da-dum, ba-dum. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and let's see here. I'm going to pull up the multi that I put together, this has let's see. Yeah, so I put the multi together that allows us to have a bunch of things kind of stacked together, because I want us to be able to hear these. I've got the brass here, but let's mute that. I want us to hear how these two string sections interact together. So let's go. I'm going to load the B strings down in this lower set. No, I need to load the A strings. I've got Woodwinds up here. Yeah. Okay. So I've got strings A and in the top, and strings B in the bottom. And let's just get an idea of what these sound like. Together. And yeah, here we go. So first, I'm just going to pull the longs, and I'm going to mute strings B. Now I'm going to put strings B in. And what makes this work is that they're different, they're slightly different, but when you put them together, it just... those dynamics. When you put the B strings together with the A, something else happens. Okay, so let's just roll on with the Sordino. Oh, yeah. together, they're absolutely beautiful. Now let's go ahead and go to the Flautando. Yeah, you know, my faith is it's who I am. My faith is who I am, and I'm seeing a lot of just seeing so much in the chat about this Ida, and I just have to do this. I just have to do this. We've got to find comfort in the midst of the storms that we're facing. And without my faith, I don't know. I wouldn't have been able to make it through many of the storms that I've had to go through. And I know we have many different experiences here, and but I just want to share this. Just got to share this while we're listening to the Flautando. Man. In the dark, in the dark of the midnight, where I oft hid my face, while the storms howl above me, and there's no hiding place. Mid the crash of the thunder, precious Lord, hear my cry, keep me safe, till the storm passes by. Till the storm passes over, till the thunder sounds no more, till the clouds roll forever from the sky. Hold me fast, let me stand in the hollow of thy hand. Keep me safe till the storm passes by. Till the storm passes by. Hold me fast, let me stand in the hollow of your hand. Keep me safe till the storm passes by. And the thing is, we're just playing live. This is live. This is just like, this is what happens here. And of course, when you're recording and you're doing multiple tracks, you have the ability to go through and tweak the controllers and all that stuff. Peace be still. Peace be still. And that's what I can hear with this. Okay. We're praying for all of you to be safe in the midst of this storm. Yeah, So that was the Flautando with A and B together. Man, gorgeous. Okay. And then the thing is, yeah, plain Main, absolutely. I can just imagine. We do that so much. We freak out, but Jesus is in the boat. He's in the boat. He's in the boat with us. No, I mean, life's going to hit you, man. It's going to hit you, but we've got a comforter. Yeah. Man. Yeah. Okay. So okay. So that's what happened. I turned the long harmonics on an A, and the Flautando is still in B. So that's the thing. You can stack these and layer them, and they each have different personalities. Okay. So let's do this. Let's see the long. Let's do the long legato, the low legato on both of these, and yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, you hear that grit. And the vibrato. That is just amazing. T-Sonus, man, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Wow, much appreciated. Yeah, that's beautiful. Man, wow, so much here. Now the long harmonics. I'm just going to mute the B section here, and let's see what we can do. Oh, let's see. I muted both of them. So, dun, 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 dun. Oh, okay. So what did I just do? Okay, let's back it back out. Let's back out. Okay, let's see. I got so excited. I got so excited about. Okay, so where are we? Where are we here? Okay, let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so something happened here. I got something crazy going on here. Okay, let me go back. Let me go to another instance, and okay, let me just load these back up. And I just got so excited. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go back to the browser, and let's load strings A. Dun, 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 and strings B. And this is how easy it is just to kind of, there we go. We've got it going again. Something was going on. Okay, so now I'm going to make sure that the MIDI channel here is on the same port. There we go. Wow. Let me close this browser here. Now this is the longs from both. And just the richness of combining these together. Let's do the pizzicatos together. And you can, okay, now you hear that? Listen. So I hear almost like a little slap type of thing, or like a really cool delay. Cyber, it's good to see you. Yeah, so you listen to that. So I'm going to just solo the B. There's a different character on the pizzicato. Now let's listen to the A. Yeah, there's just something different. You hear all of that stuff happening there. Now when you combine both of them together, Andre, good to see you from Indonesia. I've been to Jakarta. It's been many years ago, but love the people of Indonesia. I remember standing outside of the arena and looking across, looking across the way, and I saw a Wendy's and a Kentucky Fried Chicken in Indonesia, and it was really an interesting experience. It made me feel closer to home. I think, KN, I think what was happening is that this SL88 Grand is so interesting because I can get the very softest dynamics, and I think that's what was happening because I can play very softly. This thing will just be very soft, and then I can lay into it. Okay, yeah. Oh, well, with short articulations, the dynamic slider does not make a difference because the velocity is what controls dynamics on short articulations. So when you're using a short articulation, that is totally controlled by the velocity. Yeah, velocity controls all of that. So if we were in the same thing when we were looking at the short spiccato, yeah, let's pull up the spiccatos here. So yeah, the SL88 Grand, I'm telling you, it's been such a joy to. I've had it for a little bit over a year. Uh-oh. Now, combined, the A and B section just takes things to another level. Listen how you can just play it very softly. Then I can just lay into the keyboard and dig out all of those interesting dynamics. Yes, Will. Yes, it is. Studio Logic. It's Fatar makes Studio Logic is the Fatar brand of keyboards. So yes, it's a Vitar. It's their wooden key bed, and it just makes it so much fun to play. And here we get going away with the spiccato, the spiccato again. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what we've got. Yeah, I'm gonna see. There was this one crazy thing that they did. Let's see. Oh yeah, they've got the seagulls. You've got the seagulls in there. So Charles, that's a very funny comment. You know, I always tell somebody, tell people that ask me where have I studied, and I say I've studied from the Warner Brothers and MGM School of Music. Music has just been such an amazing adventure. Not really had formal training per se. I've had some wonderful teachers, piano teachers, and the funniest things that happened is that they would, you know, when I was like 12, 13 in my teens, you know, they would play the lesson for me, and I would like listen, and then I would play it back, and because my ear was a lot better than my sight reading, it's amazing. You know what? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for those descending strings, and I'm wondering. I'm thinking. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, octave blended. I wonder. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, there we go. There we go. I see it. I see it. KN. I see it. So let's listen to that. Okay. So I'm gonna mute the. I'm gonna mute that. And I'm going to put the fifth, the up on strings A, and let's listen to the fifth bend down. Yeah. And I just, you know, it's almost like you've just got all of these musical ideas and concepts, you know, listening to so many beautiful soundtracks over the years. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn on the bend up in strings A and the bend down in strings B, and let's just take a listen to what's going to happen here with this. THX, yes, in surround, in simian surround sound. Yeah, let's do it all the way down to the bottom. It's so rich, just so rich. Now let's go up to the top. So there's a point where it kind of intersects together, and then it just kind of goes that way. Will, I see what you did there. Yeah. Yeah, very cool. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on a little bit here, and let's go to the brass, and Yeah, you play it very carefully, very carefully. So we're going to go to the, I want to say Neon Orchestra, but the Neo Orchestra. Let's go to the, let's go to the brass. Oh, let's go to Woodwinds. Why not? And when you're getting into an Albion, I know that these can turn into, you know, lengthy, well, lengthy streams. But thank you guys for hanging out. It's, yeah, Charles, absolutely. And with the libraries that we have, every one of them, there is so much going on. There is so much that reaches down inside of you and pulls different emotions out. And the reason why I love doing live streams is because you know, this is you know, I'm just laying it out here for you. I have, you know, I've not, you know, I'm very bad at scripting things. I'm very bad at scripting things. I am just like, I love to be in the moment, and I love to be in the moment surrounded by other musicians. It's just great. It inspires me. It pulls it out. So everything that you see on these live streams, it's live. It's on the fly. It's in the moment. And so that's what inspires me, that comes out. The sounds trigger different emotions, different things, pulls from different resources and different recesses in my experience, in my musical experience. It's like a catalog. And so that's what makes it so amazing. And it brings such a joy when I'm able to share it with my friends, with you guys. It's incredible. So here are the Woodwinds, and you know what? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at some of the yeah, because you know, they've just recorded these really cool sections, these woodwind sections, and you can just see right there how tight that orchestra was set, and it's just very, very lovely. So the woodwinds are flute, double alto, a double alto flute, a double bass flute, clarinet, bass clarinet, and 2 saxophones. Rolf, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That just is such a blessing. Thank you. So that's unusual. So we've got 2 flutes, clarinet, bass clarinet. So they're focusing on like lower woodwinds. That's wonderful. You know what, David? I have not done any. So David's asking if I did any of the modal run phrase libraries. Not yet. Not yet. So here we go. This is the. Let's see where we go. There we go. So these, they're not high flutes and high woodwinds. It's very nice and low. Yeah, I'm running out of notes here, so. So, yeah, that's innate. So Charles, you know, I think my wife and I, we got through season 1 of The Crown. Oh, that almost sounds. Yeah, there's a lot of breath in there. A lot of breath in there. So let's go to the legato. And, you know, we've not touched much on the, okay, so what I'm going to do, I just want to listen to these close ribbons. I want to listen to these close ribbons. So I go click on the advanced, and so let's just do some of the close ribbons, and And then let's just throw a little bit of um, ambient in there. And so now this is the legato. You know, the clarinet, yeah, the clarinet's got a rounder, it's a rounder tone. And oboe can tend to be a little, you know, the clarinet's got a nice round tone. I love ribbon mics too. So Sordino and Flautando and ribbon microphones, that's some of my favorite things. And then you have a control for the yeah, plain main, exactly. The oboe can kind of get a little nasally. So so Peaches, so with the with what happened with BBCSO, the actual facility that they recorded BBCSO in, the Maida Vale studio, it was decommissioned. I think because it was just, I think they've used it for 40 or 50 years, and so for some reason it was decommissioned. So I think the BBCSO recordings and things, that were some of the last things that they were able to do there. So yeah, so that was the thing that happened with BBCSO. I think what they're doing now with Abbey Road, with the Abbey Road 1, and then these collections, and be on the lookout. I think on the 31st they're going to be releasing a brand new addition to Abbey Road 1, another one of the I think it's going to be brass and strings. So yeah. Yeah, that just really gives it some mysterious things. Yeah, so you can control the speed of the legato intervals. So that's really cool. Okay, so let's look at the long hollow. Just different ways they've had them play. Really cool. And then like long reblow. So they kind of pushed in on it a little bit. And then pulses. So that's kind of like just an undulating type of thing. They're just kind of doing some circular things. Marcato. Yeah, cool. Staccatissimo. My wife and I went to see Willy Wonka, the original, the 50th anniversary of that at the theater, and that was an experience. Yes, you can get the legendary low strings separately. You know, that's the thing. They're kind of breaking up the collections, like with Abbey Road. Very cool. And I don't know why I'm in this. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so let's go on. We are almost to the end here, but the brass. Let's look at the brass. It's so fun. There's nobody like Gene Wilder, and you know we're gonna catch the, just to watch both versions. We're gonna try to catch the Johnny Depp one too, but no one like Gene Wilder for sure. He was definitely one of a kind. Yeah, I love the Flautando strings on this. So this is the brass. Now let's take a look at what is in the brass. So the brass, you have two horns, two French horns, a flugelhorn, two euphoniums, and a bass trombone. So let's take a listen to the brass. It's these ensemble type of things that capture the magic of the instrumentalists that are playing together, the blending, how they blend together to get that that rich tone. Yeah, man. Just rich, 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 rich. You know, I think, you know, KN, I think the thing is, the favorites are when you can combine these together. Let's just go through a couple more of these, and this is the long hollow in the brass. To boldly go. Yeah, I tell Chewbacca to, you know, just look away when I'm doing the Star Trek stuff, you know. I just think it was just a brilliant series. Wow. Yeah, see, it's the richness of it, and that's what they've captured. And then the detuned. just to give a little edge to it. And the octaves. And long pulses. So it's almost like circular breathing, but the different parts are coming in and out. Yeah. Okay. Swells, long swells. I think, yeah, CFOX, I think that's exactly true of like most of the Albions, is that they give you a complete world, so to speak, a sound world, and they really do a good job in giving you kind of everything you need in that package. Marcato. Yeah, having the sections playing together, it just makes it real. Peaches, thank you so much. Wow. I haven't heard Tundra, JD, but I think Neo, for me, Neo, here we go. Neo, to me, seems like it's perfect for just those intimate moments. So this is what I'm going to do. And, all the links are going to be in the description below. And I want to just stack. This is what I was doing a little bit earlier, and really enjoy doing this. And that is just, I've got strings A and strings B. Just so appreciative of all of the support. It just is such a blessing. I'm going to throw the Woodwinds in here too. Okay, so now I'm going to make sure that all of these are going to be on the same port. So I'm going to make sure the MIDI channel's all coming in on the same one. Yeah, I've got to check out Tundra, and I want to just say, okay, let's see, let's don't do that. I just want to close the browser so we can kind of see all of these. So I just have to say, I really want to thank Spitfire for, they supply me with a lot of libraries, and it's such a blessing. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do this without their support and without your support. It's such a blessing. So like I said, I say this all the time. If you're liking the content, man, make sure you subscribe and do all those things. But also just drop a note to Spitfire, drop a note to some of these developers, and just let them know. If you're enjoying the content, let them know about us. Let them know what we're doing here. It just really helps us, and it lets them know that you guys are watching and enjoying the channel. So let's go back. So I've got basically strings A, strings B, brass, and woodwinds. I've got everything kind of loaded here. Yes, they did. I'm just very I couldn't do this unless they did that. Being able to work on the channel has been such a blessing. It's just wonderful because I can share this with you and helps you to make decisions, based on what you hear. If you hear something that you like, hear something that speaks to you, then it just kind of helps. It just kind of helps. Okay, I've got those longs. So I'm going to, I'm just going to put the longs in here. And let's see. Yeah, so let's pull, so we got the longs pulled up on everything. Now, what I'm going to do, let's do this. Okay, I'm just going to assign 4, 5. Okay, so this way, yeah. So now, let's see. So I've got strings A on fader 4, strings B, brass, woodwinds. So now I can kind of blend things together. Let's do this. I'm going to put the Flautando on strings B, A and B. And let's just hear what we can do. Being able to blend things like that. This is well, thank you guys for joining me today on a beautiful, I feel so cool in the midst of all of the heat. Just spending some time with my friends and appreciate it so much, man, wow. Man, and this is another one of my favorite Emma from Rachel Portman, beautiful. Wow. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight, well, this afternoon or wherever you are in the world. And especially prayers going out to those in the path of Ida, and whatever you're going through, know that you have a haven in the storm, and you know, we just pull together And we're going to get through this. Whatever you're going through, see, you're going through it. And I so appreciate you watching and all the support. And I look forward to seeing you next time. And I have a feeling that it's going to be real soon. Much love from here and Chewbacca and our family to yours. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and we'll see you real soon. Thank you so much.